Hey, we're
Breaking Norms.
And we decided to do should physicians-assisted suicide be legal in the United States? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All against, say aye.
Hi, my name is Zelina, and I think physicians-assisted suicide should be legal in the United States. I read an article written by Jeff Sutherland, Physicians-Assisted Suicides from a Patient's Perspective. Jeff was a patient suffering a terminal illness, and he was happy that he had the choice between life or death. In Oregon, it is legal for for anyone to go to a physician's to commit suicide. He was happy with that decision. A quote by him is a quote by Jeff. Should my circumstances change, I find comfort in the fact that I choose a gentle and humane death, surrounded by my loved ones on my own terms. And end quote. And I completely agree with this. Everyone should have the choice to their life. It shouldn't be the government's choice whether or not they make that decision. It's not the government's place. It's all of our own places. If Jeff really wanted to die and he was in a state that doesn't allow physicians-assisted suicide, he could just end his life right there, in not a very gentle and humane way, like he said. So I think it is very important to have physicians-assisted suicide be legal.
Hi, my name is Muhammad. I'm here to tell you our decision based on what we did as a project. One of the reasons why I chose as a nay against physician assisted suicide, because reason was it was against religion. One of the articles that I read was under church leaders. They're saying that putting all this power in the hand of one person is very powerful, and it gets against what we believe as a religions, which was that every life deserves a second chance, and we're not allowed to kill anyone except God, who has the power to do so.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and I believe that physicians-assisted suicide should not be legal in the United States. Part of the reason for this is because I read an article written by Donald J. Bordeaux and Margaret A. Somerville from the New England Journal of Medicine. And it was a case study about a man who had a terminal illness and was given the option between life or death. And basically what it is it's the perspective from the physician talking about how they feel towards physicians-assisted suicide and the ultimate decision of the man with the terminal illness. So a quote that I came up with from this journal was, "Many aspects of physician-assisted suicide breach physicians' long-standing ethical norms. For instance, the 2011 annual report on the Death with Dignity Act in Oregon shows that physicians were present at fewer than 10% of assisted deaths. Why might they want to disconnect themselves with what they have enabled? Perhaps they have a moral intuition that intentionally facilitating or inflicting death is wrong." So basically what he's saying is that with the ethics of the physicians, they can feel guilty about helping the patients commit suicide, and it is wrongful. So.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn, and an argument for why physician-assisted suicide should be legalized is, in many cultures, suicide is actually considered an honorable way to die. Many early Greek and Roman philosophers felt that suicide was an honorable death. The Hindu practice of sati, where a widow would throw herself upon her deceased husband's funeral pyre, it's considered an honorable death. And in the Japanese act of harikuri, and the Inuit practice of going out on the ice, which is where older individuals would voluntarily freeze to death when they felt they were a burden to their families. These were all considered to be deaths of honor, and I think that is something that we should consider in our own culture here in the United States.
My name is Vince Calhoun. I am against physician-assisted suicide. I read an article about the U.S. Supreme Court going against physician-assisted suicide because it is unconstitutional, going against the Palliative Care Act, saying that the system is for those who are going through some serious stress or pain-related issues or diseases, but it is not giving the physician's assistant the legal right to take their lives, even if they do wish for it. I just think also that morally is wrong, not really for it. So.
As a group, when we come together, we use a face to explain, plan ahead, and find out what we need to do. So one of the concepts we like to do was vision, like because in every project you need to have a vision where you need to go, where you need to be. Without vision, you'll be lost in the middle. The second part in our discussion or as a project was that coming out with a topic, and then after a while when we come out with the topic, that what we need to do, how we need to do scheduling, and then all that help us. We use face to answer all that questions, because face got us to like vision, asking what we need to do, and also strategize how we do it, and then actually getting the stuff done.
My name is Vincent Calhoun. I was in charge of listening to everyone, making sure everybody's voice got out. I think we did a pretty good job of that. Really good job, actually. Everybody got their voice in, got their say in. Like, for example, if Mahad or somebody wasn't inputting enough information out there, I asked them what they felt on the subject. I think that a lot of things came out in the open on everyone's perspective of this and the suicide, and I feel that honestly our group just took a step in the right direction, and I'm really proud of us.
Hi, my name is Alina, and our group did a really good job holding these really deep conversations. We picked physicians-assisted suicide, which some of us felt very strongly about with our values, but being respectful towards those values. Ashlyn was very strong for it, while Brianna wasn't. But being able to respect each other and let each other speak was really, it helped our group. We got to understand new perspectives of each of our members, and we ended up coming out with a good conclusion and understanding both sides. I feel like I learned a lot. Coming into it, I really didn't know a lot, but learning of other people's values, I was able to come up with a decision, and I think our group came to a very good decision as well.
I feel very strongly about this issue. Admittedly, it was a little bit hard for me to accept our decision as a group to not legalize physician-assisted suicide because I feel so strongly about it. However, I'm an accommodator and knew it was the best decision for our group. As an accommodator, I focus on human relationships and ignore my own goals to resolve conflict by giving into others.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and I believe that I did a good job helping move our group forward a little bit. So at first, it was really hard for us to find time for all of us to meet and discuss the situation of physician-assisted suicide, just because we all had a lot of outside commitments going on. But as we continued with our project, we were able to find times where it was common to meet, and we had a good chunk of time to just sit and chat about everything, and it was just really great to get to know our group. So by the end of the time, I feel like we were really able to push our project forward, and we have been doing a really great job once we figured out a really great way to talk and discuss and to meet. So yeah, I'm really proud of our group.